Hi everyone, this is Victoria Campisi with 1851 Franchise, and today I'm here with David Busker of FranchiseVision. Thank you so much for joining us today, David.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it, Victoria.
So let's just jump right into it. What makes you successful as a franchise broker?
Well, I've been doing this for a number of years now, and I think that I've really tried to take to heart everything that I've learned about working with so many different candidates across industries, cultures, geographies, and so I really try to dive in with each candidate and really understand what motivates them. I think the biggest thing I've learned is, where are their priorities? Because it is a little bit different. Everybody wants four things out of a franchise. They want autonomy. They want to control their destiny. These are the answers I hear. Why are you doing this? Control my destiny. I want more flexibility. I want more meaning or purpose, and I want financial security. So I take them through and kind of force them to say, a good business will give you all of those, but maybe not all at the same time. So which ones are you willing to maybe sacrifice now to get those things later, and kind of force that helps me really match them to good concepts that are going to help them achieve their goals.
Great. What advice do you have for people wanting to become franchise owners?
I think the biggest piece of advice is you have to have the right mindset. You have to have an abundance mindset. Um, Most of my candidates come out of corporate America, and corporate America can create this mindset of scarcity. You can't move up unless someone quits, or you have limited resources, and you're trying to accomplish a goal in corporate America, but you have limited resources to do that. You feel constraints all the time. And so when you get out into the entrepreneurial world, you have to flip that, because every obstacle creates an opportunity. You have to understand that, like, there can be win-wins, and there's so much opportunity out there. It's much more about your mindset and execution than it is about well, for me to win, someone else has to lose, and that's something I think is hard for a lot of people to overcome.
Right. What does winning look like for you?
I think it's really, my mission statement is to help people, achieve their dreams. And winning looks for me when someone calls and tells me, like, hey, I'm so happy. Thank you for doing this. You helped change my life. And I couldn't be happier. And I'm, so pleased with the concept that, we work together to find. And that's winning for me. I mean, obviously, it's great to be successful in those kinds of things, but you can't. That's not enough to just really feed your soul, so to speak. You really having the people that you help them change their lives, because starting a business is not easy, and it's not for everyone. And but for those people that can get through it, it can be so rewarding, and that's the win for me.
Awesome. What advice do you have for franchisors wanting your help on awarding more franchisees?
I was just in our national conference last week, and we had a franchisor platform that is really great. They have a lot of concepts. They're growing very fast. But when you grow fast, you have growing pains. And, they're high integrity people. And they said, hey, we've had some growing pains. Here are the challenges we're facing in one of our brands, and here's what we're doing about it. And I think for us as a consultant, we know when things, are maybe not perfect. Nobody's perfect, and we don't expect any brand to be perfect. But what we do expect, or we want to see, is candor and understanding context for here's what's happening with the company, here's where it's going, here's how how we're managing it, here are the resources we're putting behind it. And the more transparent they are, the more information we have, then the better job we can do with our candidates to make sure we're preparing them to look at or investigate that brand.
Great. How can franchisors better communicate with you?
That was another topic we had a big breakout session on last week between franchisors and consultants. And what I found was there was some consistent themes. And one of the things that everyone talked about, in our industry, we call it frick and frack, but, how can we communicate better to do better, ultimately better for the candidate, right? We all want to help these people get into business. So the better communication we have, how can we better communicate? I think it is setting expectations up front. It's really talking, saying, how do you want to communicate? What is the best cadence, the best rhythm for the brand to work with you? How do you work with candidates? And just setting those upfront expectations is kind of the key to success as you work through a brand investigation.
Perfect. Well, that's everything I have for you, David. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, thank you, Victoria. Take care.